Okay, here we go. Good morning, everyone. My name is David Deutsch. I'm the Global Digital Marketing Trainer for Search Titans. Today's live stream is about digital marketing strategy. It's also the first installment, the first class of the Search Titans certification course. Now, the reason that we separate digital marketing strategy as a whole from SEO, SEM, uh, digital analytics, conversion rate optimization, and e-commerce. The reason we separate these out is because digital marketing has a lot of niche areas, and I mean a lot of niche areas. Media buying is a full-time job to say the least, but actually, because there's so much work to do when you do media buying for a company, it literally cannot be done by a single person. I'm talking from experience. I've tried to do the entire aspect of digital marketing for companies before. I've never been able to do it on my own. I always need programmers, at least, content producers. What's content producer? Everyone. If you can write an article, if you could do a live stream like the one I'm doing right now, if you take pictures of any kind, wherever, you could produce content. And when you produce that content, you become a content producer. Now, most companies think that they have the time to write articles. They do not. It can take years for one person to find enough time to write an amazing article on any particular subject. This is detrimental to the business immediately, however, because, pardon me, something in my eye, probably all that blush that I keep putting on. Cameras are weird. Anyway, going back to digital marketing strategy and producing content, it's not logistically possible for companies, for people within corporations, within companies who have existing jobs to produce really good, high quality content immediately. Because you don't need it later, you need it now. With digital marketing, everything starts with the content and then it rolls downhill from there and it picks up niche techniques from everywhere. But you cannot spend $5 million on Yahoo. You cannot sign up to double-click marketing unless you have millions of dollars of budget. But even if you have millions of dollars of budget and you have the perfect product, you still need the content. Text content, articles, everyone can do in minutes, seconds even. Depends on what you're writing. A single hour, you could produce possibly a 2,000 word article. I've done it before. But it gets really interesting with media buying when you use images. And that's where everything slows down. You need a graphic designer, you need a web designer, at the very least, in order to produce amazing graphical images. Even if you have a photographer, you still need a graphic designer because those images need to be optimized. When a great photographer takes a picture, it's with the heaviest possible imagery that he can take. An image the size of a football field, a very, very high resolution image, is great for a photographer, but it takes up 16 gigabytes. And that's not reasonable for the internet. You have to reduce the size of that image, and you have to make it the right dimensions, and you probably have to take out the blemishes from the image and Photoshop it. There's a lot of work to be done producing great content for the internet. All of that comes at a great cost. And so that puts the brakes on a lot of people's decisions to produce content. Whoa, 50 grand for an image? Actually, it's $110,000 for one image. For a really good one, yeah. Yeah, I've paid 110,000 pounds. Well, the company I worked with paid 110,000 pounds for one image. It was of a model, uh, but with the clothes and the perfect stance, and it was really, really hard to come by. Apparently, they'd taken 1,000 pictures just to get that one perfect one. And that's to describe the value of content. But now let's talk about digital marketing a little bit more as a whole. First of all, today, just to relax things a little bit, let's de-intensify. We're going to talk about one of our volunteer clients. So, Moonshine Media Group is a business partner of Search Titans, but they're also a client of ours, albeit a fighting client. They fight against some of our advice. We tell them make videos. They say it has to be great videos. Well, I can't really argue with them on that. They are a video production company, and so for them it is going to take several months to produce amazing video content. Even though I told them all you need is a webcam, 5 minutes, and you can, for each of your keywords, and you can at least be on page one when you type in certain keywords. Like, for example, Search Titans, when you type in SEM audit course into Google, we have our videos show up right away. Are they excellent quality? No. It's just my beautiful face talking to you about digital marketing and about certain keywords. And as you can see, there's the live stream on YouTube, and then there's the other. This was one of the first videos I made to describe the course, and both of those are there, and they're beautiful. SEMrush.com is a multi-billion-dollar a year company, and they're just above me in position one for SEM audit course, but I'm the one with the images. Now that's what you want. That's what all our clients want. You see, my text-based content is in position four. It's way down here and it's boring. Doesn't look very nice. Not compared to those two beautiful images. So I've been telling that to Moonshine Media. They need to produce the same thing with high-quality thumbnails, and they agree. And they're currently doing it. It's probably going to take them up till March, April, until they have a significant amount of high-quality videos to publish on their own websites. But for their clients, it's a completely different story. They're capable of planning ahead. They plan 6 months ahead of time for all of their clients, and they produce hundreds of videos, which is really hard to do and rare, of high quality. But we call them renders. So it's the same footage, but because in post-production they make a whole new movie out of similar scenes and other things that I don't understand. I'm talking out of my depth here. Let's go back to digital marketing. So we made one really good article for these guys. Well, they made the article. They wrote the article for photography. If I don't stutter, or where is it? Well, it's around here somewhere. Anyway, what's interesting about this website is the SEO performance has been great. Look at this. In the last 3 months, just from Google SEO, they've gotten over 276 clicks. Actually, they've gotten more than that, but this is only from Google. Organic. 35,000 impressions for 3 months. That's a lot. So let's take a look at the keywords that they're ranking for now. Photography services cost about $20 a click. If you pay for it, which this is not paid search, this is SEO search, right? We're going to get back to digital marketing in just a minute. I'm going to talk to you about affiliate marketing and all that stuff. But first I wanted to show you Moonshine because it's Monday morning, and let's talk about some success before we start digging into the hard work. Photography services as a keyword for Google Ads will cost you about $20 a click. More if it comes with corporate photography services, costs even more than $20 a click. Photography services can bring for Moonshine Media, can deliver thousands, $50,000 per contract, per project even. Sometimes they have clients such as Starbucks where it goes way into the six figures for a single shoot for photography services. And they got 30 clicks recently out of 2,000 impressions. They got 30 clicks. And that means that they made $600 or pounds, I can't remember, $600 worth of valuable clicks. Did they turn that into a $350,000 contract? No, probably not. But we'll get to that in a second. I know that they didn't for a fact, and I'll show you why I know that. But the point is that it's getting started. Their whole market share for this keyword is 2,055 impressions in 1 month. Over 3 months. Let's check out their positions, which is probably not a very high position. Position 39, which means that that's the average, which means that sometimes they get into position 1 and 2, and then sometimes they're at the bottom on page 4. But the average is 39. And so even though very bad position, they still managed to get 30 clicks from 2,000 impressions. That's a 1.5% click-through rate, quite respectable for SEO, and it could get a lot better. Once they make videos, it will turn into a 15% click-through rate, even in this terrible position. Once they're in position 1 with videos, it can go as high as 50, 60, 100% click-through rate. They might get 2,000 clicks every 3 months, which could easily generate 20 contracts. That's a 1% conversion rate. Right now, it would take them 100 clicks to get 1 sale at 1%. assuming they even have a 1% conversion rate, which they won't, but we'll talk about that in a minute. The other keywords that they're very good at: corporate photography services, because that's a long tail keyword, and we have a whole page just for corporate, and so on and so forth. And these keywords, e-commerce product photography services, 2 clicks from 240, it's quite good, even though it's a very far away position, position 83. Okay, so now you see that this is very effective. It's getting better once they put videos up. And you know that they only have one video because it's right here. Google is telling me that there's only one valid video on this website, and that's the demo reel, which is fine, but that's the only video they have. So soon that's going to change from one to hundreds, or at least dozens. Now let's go to their analytics. Okay, their analytics is awful. 92% bounce rate is unacceptable by every step of the way. You don't want a 92% bounce rate. You want less than 40%. So this is dramatically on the opposite side of the wrong side of the operation. They get most of their clicks from Google Organic, Facebook, and so on, but it's not turning into sales. So how do I know that? Because there's 26 seconds is the average amount of time people spend on that website. And that's how I know it needs to be improved. First of all, let's get these people to stay for 5 minutes. Give them enough good quality content that they want to stay for longer than 26 seconds on average, and then we'll talk about conversion rates. But there won't be any conversion rates on this website until it gets much more engaging to the users who type in the keywords that we rank for. And that means photography services. Those users, the 30, they come and then they go. So we get the clicks, but we don't get the sales, even though it's worth $600. Just for those 30 clicks, we would have lost that money had we paid for it 100%. But luckily we got it for free, and it taught us something that the website needs to improve dramatically by a factor of 250%. It's in the negative right now. Let's talk about let's move away from moonshine media for a moment, and let's talk about digital marketing. One of the digital marketing techniques, SEO, we're going to cover in great detail. Search engine marketing in great detail. Video, I usually only talk about video for SEO and SEM and display advertising and many other reasons. So you're going to hear about video all the time, especially in the digital marketing strategy section. But right now we're going to talk about email marketing. MailChimp is a free service. I'm not partnered with them. I just use them. So people ask me, who do you use? I use MailChimp. It's free for now. When you start, it's free. And then they have extremely advanced options. They're very, very good. They're just one of the best, if not the best, email marketing program in the world, as far as I'm aware. Everybody uses them, which means that they have a great deal of funding, which continually improves their performance. They give you a lot of data regarding, they give you a lot of information regarding your accounts and what you can and can't do. Reporting in terms of what your consumers did and did not do. That's what I meant to say. So how many people opened your email? Well, MailChimp will tell you that. Like 29% bounced. That means the email was never received. But that means that I got 60, or is it 71? I got 71% that received the email. And then I got 17% of those people that opened the email. And once they open the email, I know I have their attention. Now, then I have the click-through rate, and all of that information is in MailChimp. And what's best is it can connect directly to your Google Analytics platform. And so here, you'll actually have MailChimp showing up when we do email campaigns. This says referral, /referral, but there's a /email. And that usually comes from the campaigns that you run on MailChimp. This is small times. This is a small time company. If you want a really massive 500 million emails an hour program, probably don't go with MailChimp. There's enterprise email marketing programs like EpiServer and some others that I've used in the past, based in London. They have an extremely robust server platform. They're much more advanced, and they stay up with the law. I mean, I think the bigger companies basically have what do you call it, representation when privacy laws are being negotiated and discussed, these bigger companies, MailChimp included, is actually present at the hearings to take notes and share information. So they're always ahead of the field. So when you're doing your email marketing, whether it's automatic responses or individual one-by-one Salesforce emails, you want MailChimp, or you want one of the enterprise platforms. In the digital marketing advanced class, I actually go into how to use MailChimp, but that's easy because it's just a software. When you use MailChimp correctly, you use all of the enterprise platforms the same way. What I'll be teaching you is all of the different emails templates that you need to create for your company. The autoresponders, what they look like, what they can have. Can you put videos in email? Yeah, you can. Should you? Definitely you should. In fact, Moonshine Media is developing a system where you can send an email with a video, and at the beginning of the video it'll say hello, your name, like David or Mark or Bob or John or whatever, or Sally or Sandra. It doesn't matter, and it'll say hello Sandra, and then it'll go and do the same video for everyone, but that one tiny clip will be unique to them, so when they receive the email it'll feel like they just got it just for them. It's a trick, and it's pretty cool, and it's legal, of course, but it's quite a lot of work. Anyway, the next thing is your hosting service. So you're going to need to host a domain name. In my case, searchtitans.com. I have rfp.agency is a Moonshine Media Group's domain name. So you get your domain name, you're great, and we cover that. There's a huge section on choosing the right domain name, because now that your domain name can and will become a profit center only if you turn it into one. So pick the right domain name, take your time, don't rush it, and don't buy 6 million domain names. Buy one perfect domain name, and you'll understand why. And then, after you've done something with that one domain name, you could go back and get another one. I've made that mistake many times. I've purchased hundreds of domain names, and most of them just spoil and nothing happens to them. The great domain names are the ones that I put all the time and effort into. Now, justhost.com is one of my favorite hosting programs for those of you that need one. They have unlimited websites, unlimited domain names, bandwidth. It's unbelievably important. And that is basically what I recommend is the Choice Plus program, because you get everything you need. And I use WordPress for all of my websites because there's WooCommerce as an e-commerce site. However, my clients sometimes prefer to use Shopify and BigCommerce, and I do too. I use Shopify when I have high-level products that I wanna master, or if I have more than 1,000 products, I'll use Shopify or BigCommerce or 3D Cart. Rarely 3D Cart. It's more BigCommerce and Shopify that I choose between the two, or I'll create a website on both platforms, because then I could link them together. It's complicated, but those are very advanced techniques that we could discuss at another time. But if you're stepping into digital marketing and you don't know what to do, get a Just Host account. It's the cheapest you're going to find. It's the best that you're going to find. And maybe not the cheapest, but it'll definitely be the best. And it's definitely not the most expensive. Once we have websites and we do email marketing, oh, by the way, Just Host gives you unlimited emails, by the way, email accounts, and also email back and forths and whatever. But MailChimp is still necessary. Now, the next step is affiliate marketing. Whether you're a publisher trying to sell your traffic, like people who do on YouTube, or whether you're a merchant who has a lot of stuff to sell and you don't have enough customers, affiliate marketing's for you. You can make money by driving people leads of customers, and that's really interesting. So cost per lead, CPL, a publisher will get paid $20 to send an interested party to an insurance company. That insurance company will pay $20 just for the introduction. That's called the lead. It's really powerful stuff. And you can make a lot of money that way, as long as you have the attention of the right consumers for the right merchant. So if you're already getting a lot of traffic for photography services, for example, and you don't offer photography services, which Moonshine does, but let's say you didn't, well, you can put a banner for Moonshine Media on your website, and send them the leads, and then they'll give you $20 every time they get a potential customer. Not even an actual customer, a potential. So it might take them 10 leads to make a sale, but they'll still pay you $20 for each lead. Now, with affiliate marketing, it's not just leads, it's also sales. And you have hundreds of advertisers that do all kinds of products. And you can simply promote those products and make a commission on every sale. That's the other way. See, cost per acquisition, cost per sale. And so you'll get a commission 10%, 15% of everything that you sell. That your customers buy from their website. You don't have to sell anything. You just got to get the visitor to the advertiser's website. This is called Commission Junction, the platform that you see on my screen. Network earnings is how much money the publishers make because this is the advertiser. So this is a CW, a Cover Wallet commercial. These guys pay out a lot of money to their publishers. In 7 days, on average they'll be paying out $534 every 7 days to their publishers because their publishers are driving so much business. So this is a good relationship. It's not enough to be a publisher and assume that every single advertiser is good for you. That's not the way that works. As you can see, eHost does not pay out a lot of money. They don't make a lot of money, probably because their conversion rate is not that great. I would assume JustHost, which is a direct competitor of VUK Host, JustHost will most likely make a lot more money because they're better, in my opinion. No offense to EUK Host, but that's just the way I feel. And there's a lot of competition out there. You see, 123Reg for domain registrations, they pay out a lot more money than the other guy, and that's interesting. So there is an entire Excel sheet that I use to judge advertisers from a publisher's perspective. That's available in Series 2 of Digital Marketing Strategy, not in Series 1 because it's too early, but I make that Excel sheet template available to publishers and to advertisers. And what it does is it helps you comb through as many advertisers as you need to. And the data for your website will simply give you how much money you're likely to make for your EPC, earnings per click, or network earnings. And that's really, really powerful. So that's part of the course is I help you gauge from your own perspective how much money you're likely to make from Commission Junction advertisers and Trade Doubler advertisers. Trade Doubler is another affiliate program. I was the very first affiliate manager in France ever for Trade Doubler or anyone else. There was no title affiliate manager in 2000 when I got that job. I was so excited. Yeah, there'd never been another affiliate manager before. They had to explain to me at the interview what affiliate marketing was because I had web design skills, which is what they were looking for. So I got the job and I was like, I'm an affiliate manager. Great. What's an affiliate manager? And I had to invent the role. And a lot of the techniques I invented way back then today are still used. And since then, I've invented even more techniques. So Trade Doubler and I go way back. And they're still to this day the Ferrari of affiliate programs. They have the best service, they have the best publishers, the best advertisers. They cost a lot of money to the advertisers because they're the best. And they offer the best service to their publishers to make it easier for them to make money. I like them a lot. And so that's for affiliate marketing. And so digital marketing strategy is wide ranging. That's it for today's live stream. The next time we talk about digital marketing next week, I'm going to go into directories like DMOZ and Wikipedia, and I'll explain to you how all of that works. And then the week after that, we'll probably talk about media buying, and I'll show you this template, right? Which is pretty advanced. You're not supposed to use this template until season 4 or series 4 or 5, because this is a high-level media buying and planning Excel sheet. You have to remove the parts that don't apply to your company and then keep the parts that do in order for you to know exactly how much money you're going to make in every respect from every different publisher and how to pay them. There's cost per click, there's CPM, CPA. All of these I'll teach you probably in series 4 and 5, but we'll go through it like a cheat in about a couple of weeks. So not next Monday, but the Monday after that. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for the SEO audit, for the SEO live stream.